Okay, I'm back. I got my headlamp on and I'm going to show you how to take this off. It's really simple. This is just one piece. It's held on by these clips on the back side. The clips are here, here, there, and right here. All you'll simply do, and this is held on by clips too. So you'll just take your trim tool like that, orange one. You'll pry this out of this opening, and then you'll just use the trim tool to pop this out. Now to do this, you do have to have the vehicle in neutral, because with it forward and parked like this, you won't be able to get this panel forward enough to pull it up. So put it in neutral, take it off, then put it back in the park when you're done. Now to remove this shifter, it's easy. There's just these 7mm bolts. I believe it's 7mm. Let me see. 8mm bolts. So there's 8mm bolts. One there, there, and there. So once you get them pulled off, let me get that out now, and then I'll show y'all what to disconnect next. Okay, once you have all 4 bolts, that one there, those two, and the same two on the other side, you just pull the whole shifter assembly up and you disconnect this connector right here, and then you'll have it completely out. So once you have this connector disconnected, you'll just basically pull that little red tab back, press it down, and it'll slide right out. So we have the whole assembly here. I'm going to take it indoors to my office because it's hot as hell in this garage, and I'm going to get the new shifter installed. Okay, so we're here back in my office, and we're at my desk, and you'll see here, this is the shifter. We have the assembly just sitting here on my desk, and let me show you the new one that I bought from Barton Industries. So right here, this is what you get. You get the ball, the neck, I guess, and the shaft, and the hardware to install it. Now, this and this are pretty much the same for all of the automatic shifters that you can purchase. What differs, I believe, is the head. So I chose this ball type head with the shift pattern, the Prindle. They also have a pistol grip kind and a T-handle kind, or variant, I should say. But when you order this, you can customize the color of the ball and the color of the cap, as well as the engraving on the top. So this is what I ordered. I'm going to go ahead and get this installed onto here. The process is pretty simple. Now, Barton Industries does have a how-to on their official YouTube channel. I'm going to be cutting in and out, showing you the overall steps. It's not going to be in-depth like theirs, but stay tuned. We're going to start off by pulling this connector here that clips to right there. Now the leather boot is held in by clips, so you'll just pull those, pop those clips, and then pull it right off this bezel, and then you'll pull this bezel up and over. So I have the bezel up and off. Oni decided to join us, my kitty. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take a T25 bit and pull the boot up, gain access to this bit. You're going to loosen it and then just pull it all the way off, and you will put this over to the side for now. Now what you'll do is you'll slide this connector out of this little portion right here. Just slide it right out. You can see where it's grooved. And then you will take, I got this little screwdriver. When this boot is still on here, you'll see that it's clipped in with these tabs on either side. So what you'll do is you'll just press the tabs in, and then pull this slim collar, pull it right off. Yes, Oni, yes, why don't we see? So then once you have the boot off, you have this off, you're pretty much done with this part. You'll start installing the shifter onto the rod here. So what you do next is you basically push the handle through the boot. On the underside of the handle, there's a groove here. You'll just simply use this provided zip tie to hold the leather boot into that groove. You'll then pull the boot down, and then you have this nice handle in the boot. And so here we have the block assembly. We have the block, the set screw, and the springs there. You're gonna line up this screw with that hole and then tighten it in, and you can tell when it's tightened because you won't be able to move it up and down like this, and it'll be stationary. I take that last part back. I had this screw and the little screw right there mixed up, so you want to swap them out. So the little black hex head is going to go in there, and the big one is going to go here on the side. But right now we have it all snug, no up and down movement. So we're going to go ahead and take the shaft here, put it over, and you'll see the two springs right there will line up with those two divots on the inside. It's already pre-greased, so let's go ahead and get that lined up and get that little screw put in on the side. And there we have it. We have this set screw on the side that goes in that groove to allow the shifter to be pressed up and down. And then we have the knob on, so we're going to go ahead and give it a few more, make sure that it got free movement. And then, oh, one important thing is you do have to connect the factory shifter back to this connector here. When we install this back in the car, we're going to kind of set this over to the front right there, because if you don't have this connector tight, or if you don't have it plugged in at all, you're going to get an error on your dash for the shift knob fault. So let's go ahead and get this installed back in and see what it finally looks like in the car. So here we are back in the Hellcat. One thing I wanted to show y'all before I put everything back together is I did wrap it in the old shifter. I did wrap it in a shop towel or a shop cloth, shop paper towel, and put it in this plastic bag because I'm basically going to set it about right there when I get everything installed. And it might roll around, and I don't want it to damage or scratch up the old shifter or the factory shifter too much. So that's what I took. That's why I took that extra step right there. All there is to do now is install everything in reverse order with the connection, that connection there, that connection there, that actually goes into the HVAC system there. Install everything in reverse order, and of course, again, due to the fantabulousness of editing, we'll be right back. And here we go, guys. Got everything back installed. Got my Pro Clip mount installed. Got the bezel, everything back. And this is what it looks like. It looks pretty awesome. Now, y'all might be asking me, why did I put this style of shifter in this car? And why didn't I just get a manual Hellcat? Well, for two reasons. Number one, well, actually more than two reasons. Number one, when I found this Hellcat, with the condition and the price and what they wanted for it, you know, even the 17,000 miles, this 2016 only had 17,000 miles when I got it. It was a damn good price, and that's why I got this one. It was automatic, but I miss driving a manual, but this brings me a little bit closer to what I used to experience. But what do y'all think? Looks pretty good. Again, this is from Barton Industries, Barton Shifters. Give them a look-see, and I'll see y'all in the next video.